One thing I've picked up in my time with SCL is that there's a real ethos of keeping the learner right at the middle of what we do. And underpinning that is our core values, which when we go out and we meet with staff and see how their delivery is with young people, we ensure that they're really pushing and driving those values that we aspire to achieve on a daily basis. I think with that we can offer a really broad and individualised curriculum, which in turn will kind of really open up doors and open up different directions and opportunities for young people afterwards. I think it's something that's quite unique as well. I would have loved the opportunity to be able to couple my sporting passion and my desire to play football with an educational programme. It was something that just wasn't available to me as a young person. So I think with us leading the sector, as it were, with this, it's a great opportunity for young people. So I think BTEC qualifications and vocational qualifications in general really allow you to demonstrate and apply skills, knowledge and experience in a practical way that employers really value. They were built to employers' specifications, to meet the needs of what the industry wants, and being able to demonstrate that in a way that is practical, that is valuable to people that will be employing you in the future, is a real way that something that A-levels don't necessarily offer the opportunity for, or you show your knowledge and working in a different way. I think when I was at school and college, I probably didn't reach my full potential because of not being suited to exams. I wasn't great at, I got the jitters on the day and wasn't able to really apply and focus all my knowledge into that paper. Whereas in this, you get to apply it in a way that is more practical. And so those that are more suited to that kind of learning and that kind of assessment are not disadvantaged by the fear of a big exam. I think it's just it's a completely different environment. You're with people with the academy who've worked in football, and you can really draw from the practical side of the football, as well as having the educational side of it as well. So it's a real interesting balance especially for an educational programme. I just don't think you get in a college. The small class sizes, the small cohorts mean you really do build strong bonds with both the staff, the academic and the football staff, as well as your peers, and we've seen some really good friendship groups and some more pastoral kind of success stories, if you like, that have come from this. And I do think you get more focused attention than you would in a college. I think part of my role as the curriculum manager is to really ensure that we are offering a really high quality learning experience. This is no different to any school, any college that you would send your children to. We regularly go and review the teaching and learning that goes on. We check progress, and again, mentioning our recent Ofsted experience and our recent Ofsted report, you'll see that they've been very complimentary about the quality of teaching and learning that goes on. I think personally, the biggest testament I could put to it is if I had children, I would be quite happy for them to be learning in this environment. So this is something that's really great. Having worked in the FE sector for a while, this is a challenge across the industry, but I think we've shown a real dedication to what I mentioned before about keeping the learner right at the middle of what we do, and heavily investing in support for that English and maths. So those who don't quite make their grades that they want to do get the opportunity and will resit their English and maths GCSEs. They'll be led by subject specialists, both in English and maths separately, and will have the opportunity to retake those exams as and if required. So I think something that's great about these courses, it does open so many doors and pathways to different exit routes from the programme. One thing that we do have, and it is really kind of driven in the tutorial sessions mainly, is we have a lot of people coming in from various industries and education providers and talk about the opportunities that are available. So whether that be education, whether that be work, whether that be scholarships to the United States, we have industry leaders and professionals that within from that field come in, talk to young people so that when they get to the end of the programme, they can make a really informed decision about what's best for them and are really aware of the opportunities that are there afterwards. I think there are some real key opportunities working with such high profile names and clubs as we do. There's a real opportunity to see elite level, or not necessarily practical, but the support functions that go on within football clubs, be able to experience it, to work within them. For example, we've got the Millwall match day work experience that goes on, really lets you see behind the scenes of how a football club is run, not just on the pitch but off the pitch as well. That opportunity is something lots of people do apply for, lots of people want to get involved in, but without kind of the foot in the door that we do, it's difficult to get those opportunities. We've had a few really good examples where young people have gone in, demonstrated that they're really passionate, really keen, might not quite be there yet because they are still learning and they're still there, but have gone in to take up positions afterwards just by their enthusiasm and want to do well in the opportunity they were presented with. Yeah, so I think we've got a lot of success stories really, and again, success is relative, so it's all about what the individual wants and what's the best for that person. Some people don't want to go to university, but the option there is there if they want to. Some people want to play football and get that opportunity. We've had people sign professional contracts at professional clubs. We've had people go to Russell Group universities. We've had learners go on and study something different. It doesn't matter, it's whatever's right for that individual. The good thing about this programme is that it does open lots of doors. It creates opportunity, and it's there to be seized if people want it. There's lots. I mean, in national press recently, I think The Guardian published an article about one of our academies who've had 33 professional footballers come through the books. We've had learners start at level 2 who've not done so well in their GCSEs, go through and apply for university and end up graduating from university. So again, it's success is relative to the individual. We will provide a tailored and suitable programme for young people. They choose their pathway, it's their choice and their decision where they go.